Okay, so question 6. What is the name of this ionic compound? So when we have an ionic compound, this goes by a different set of rules compared to if we had a binary covalent compound. So when we name ionic compounds, we name the cation first, which is the metal, and then we name the anion, which is the nonmetal, or these can both be polyatomic ions, in which case you would just name the ions, but in our case we just have magnesium and nitrogen. And then if it applies, we would also state the oxidation state of our metal. I'm gonna also can also specify oxidation state. Okay, so now let's look at our compound. We have a magnesium cation, which has a 2+ charge, and we also have a nitride ion, which has a 3- charge. So therefore the name of this compound is magnesium nitride. Okay, so let's see what the junior tutor said. The steps below outline how to name an ionic compound. Step 1. Identify the cation. If it's monoatomic, determine if it can have definite charge or multiple charges. Metals that can have multiple charges are usually from the D block, so any of the transition metals. If it can only have one charge, name the metal as it is. For example, magnesium is Mg. If it can have more than one charge, determine its charge, then name the metal as it is, followed by its charge written as a Roman numeral in parentheses, or you can use like the Greek name, but it's easier to just do the parentheses. And if the cation is polyatomic, composed of more than one atom, determine the name of the polyatomic cation itself. But in our case, it's just magnesium, so we're good. And then step 2 is to identify the anion. It's monoatomic, take its base name and apply an "ide" to its name. So for example, chlorine were the anion, then it should be named chloride. If sulfur were the anion, it should name sulfide. Let me just add this to my rules. You can add "ide" as the suffix. If the anion is polyatomic, determine the name of the polyatomic anion itself. So we just have the nitrogen. Last step is to put together the names of the cation and the anion. So for example, NaCl, sodium chloride, and MgSO4, magnesium sulfate. Using these steps, let us name the cation will simply be named as magnesium. The anion will be referred to as nitride. Together, the name of the entire compound is magnesium nitride. Okay, so this solution is correct.